Hello, beautiful people. How are you doing today? I hope you're good. In today's recipe, we will be making easy homemade donuts recipe. I'll be glazing some of these donuts with sugar and I'll be filling some with jam. And this is very simple and it's very yummy. If you want to learn how to make this, keep watching. Now let's get started. In my bowl, I added in room temperature water and I brought in the sugar and the yeast, and we're going to stir this to combine properly. If you're not sure whether the yeast is still alive, you'll have to prove it by adding water and allowing it to rest for about 5 minutes. If it shows any foamy signs, that means it's still alive. Otherwise, discard it and get another one. And I brought in the milk flavor. If you're using the liquid milk, you have to alternate it with water, and we'll also mix this in. And I added in vanilla flavor and 2 large eggs. I'm making this in very large quantity. Whatever the quantity you're making, you divide or multiply accordingly. We'll mix this for the yolk to dissolve. We'll bring in the flour at this time. I used all-purpose flour for this recipe. And I added in salt. We don't add in salt with the yeast so that it doesn't kill the yeast. And we'll start mixing this in. Mix it in to combine properly. We are looking at having a shaggy dough, and we'll keep bringing this together till it looks like this. Now I'll come in with my washed hands, remove the dough from the spatula, and I brought in soft butter, and we'll keep mixing all this in together. We'll transfer this to the work surface for easier kneading, but before then, I applied vegetable oil on my work surface. That will help the dough not to stick. We're not looking for a runny dough, and we're not looking for a hard dough also. And we'll start kneading this. Observe the techniques of my kneading. One thing with dough recipes is that we all use different types of flour available to us where we reside. So if your dough is too sticky, you might have to add in some couple tablespoons of flour to thicken it up, and if it's too hard, you might have to add in a little water to loosen it up. And we'll keep kneading these between 7 to 10 minutes depending on how fast you are with hand kneading. If you have a stand mixer, you can use that for this. Hand kneading is very therapeutic. It helps you flex your muscles in the kitchen. We'll knead this till it's soft and elastic, and I'm going to form it into a ball shape. I'll poke a hole in the middle and I'll cut it up. If you want exact measurements, you will have to use your kitchen scale, and I scale this for 75 grams each. And in my dry pan, I spread out flour. This will help the dough not to stick when we are proofing it. I'll pick up one dough and I'll fold this into a ball and pinch the underneath, and I'll also roll it in my work surface. This will make it a perfect ball shape. And we'll transfer all this into a tray. I'll cover this with a kitchen towel. This will help it not to lose moisture, and will allow this to rise for about 2 hours. Be patient with it. If you live in the warm regions, I don't need to put this in the oven, but if you live in the cold regions, you might need to keep this in a warm place to allow it to proof. This is after 2 hours, and in a dry pan on heat, I added in lots of vegetable oil and will allow it to get hot. I use my skewer to check. You can see the bubbles. That tells me that it's ready for frying. If your oil is not hot enough, it's going to soak up oil, and if it's too hot, is going to burn easily without cooking on the inside. And I placed in the dough. Don't add in too much at a go because the dough will need room to rise. For the perfect donut recipe, the dough must be floating. It shouldn't sink underneath. And after 2 minutes on one side, I flipped it to the other side. Now it has turned golden brown in color. Look at that beautiful color. And we are going to fry for additional 2 minutes on the other side. For your donuts recipe, you have to fry on low to medium heat. Don't use high heat, please, and don't use very low heat so that it doesn't soak up oil. This one is proving stubborn to turn, but we'll still have to turn it. And now it's ready to be taken out from the heat. Look at our beautiful donuts. This donut is so delicious. You can do this as a business. Check your market survey, know your customers, and give them the best. To glaze with sugar, I added in sugar in my bowl. You have to do this when the donut is still very hot so that it can absorb the sugar. We're going to mix it, roll it on all sides, and here we have a glazed donut. And for the jam, I used a piping bag and I added in jam to the piping bag. Twist it to the underneath. Here I have one donut, and with my skewer I made a hole in the middle and we brought in the jam. We fill the donut with the jam. Look at all these yummy donuts. I want to say a big thank you to all my subscribers. You all make my day worthwhile. Thank you so much and God bless you. If you've not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, like and share my videos to get amazing content like this. Thank you so much. Remember, at Glory Homemaker, we give you value for your time. I hope this video was helpful to you. You can ask me any questions in the comments. I will definitely respond to your questions. These donuts were so soft. You can call them pillow donuts. And they were so fluffy and so delicious. I hope you'll make this and let me know how it came out for you. What do you think about this recipe? Will you be trying it out? You can add any observations or suggestions and I'll be glad you did that. And here I had a bite and it was all shades of deliciousness. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video.